Hey guys, how's it going? So today I want to show you a chord progression that will hopefully get you inspired and get you started on playing piano, okay? And what is a chord progression, okay? So a chord progression is a bunch of different chords that come together and it basically makes a nice little melody, and it really goes what you hear with songs, okay? So this chord progression that I'm teaching you, okay, is going to be in the key of C, okay? Don't worry about the musical technicalities, but you'll understand later, okay? So usually in a chord progression, in a basic pop, in a more contemporary chord progression, there are usually 4 kind of major chords that we usually see, okay? And in the key of C, I'm going to show you, and we're going to go through how to play it, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to really just focus on the right hand, okay? So on the right hand, we're going to go ahead and we're going to number each finger, okay? So from 1 through 5, starting with the thumb, is going to be 1, and the pinky would be 5, okay? So the 1 will be the thumb, 2 will be the index finger, 3 will be the middle finger, 4 is the ring, and 5 is the pinky, okay? So when we're playing the chords for today, we're going to be really just focusing on the 1, the 3, and the 5. So in this case, the thumb, the middle, and the pinky finger, okay? The thumb really is going to be the root, okay? When I mean the root is when I say a C chord, the thumb will be playing a C, okay? And if I'm playing a G chord, the thumb will be on the G, okay? So let's go ahead and start. So let's kind of look at first a C chord, okay? A C chord is made up of the notes C, E, and G, okay? So the way how we'll play this, remember, we'll use the 1, the 3, and the 5, okay? So the 1, your thumb, is going to go on the C, because that's the root, okay? The 3, which will be your middle finger, will go on the E. And then lastly, the pinky, the 5th one, will go on the G. So if you play all 3 together, you get a C chord. Pretty easy, right? Get used to that configuration. We'll be using that same one as we continue on. All right? So here we go. Let's move on to the next chord, which will be an F chord. So if you guessed it, the thumb will be on the F. The middle finger will be on the A. And the pinky will be on the C. So all together, the 1, 3, 5, get an F chord. All right, let's move on to another one called the G chord, okay? So the root, the thumb goes on the G. The middle finger goes on the B. And the pinky finger goes on the D. So here you get a G chord. All right, so we're 3 out of the 4 progressions for today, the chords. So the last one we're going to play is called an A minor, okay? Don't get too caught up on the minor. We're not going to really go into that, but just know that's called an A minor, okay? So let's go through it. The thumb goes on the A, you guessed it. The middle finger goes on the C. And the pinky goes on the E. So altogether you have the A minor chord. Awesome. So there you go. Within those 4 chords, you have a C progression, a C. So we'll start with the C, the F, the G, and the A. And if you have problems remembering, go ahead and stop the video, and you can see the highlighted notes that are in the video. And go ahead and put each finger on each one. So the 1, the 3, the 5. So that's usually the ones we'll be focusing on today. Okay, and with those notes that I showed you, you can pretty much use that chord progression, this basic C, to play a ton of songs. Okay, a lot of, especially contemporary music nowadays, that's usually how it's formatted. Okay, so get used to that, but remember, sometimes these songs aren't always okay. They can be moved around. Maybe they'll go okay, so maybe they'll play the A first, the F, the G, and the C. okay? But it's still only those 4 basic chords, okay? So get used to practice to moving it around, maybe playing a C, then going to an A, then an F, then a G, or maybe you want to start on an F, then go to the G, then go to the C, then go to the A, okay? And remember, we're only doing this with the right hand, okay? I'm not going to really focus on the left hand today. So let's kind of think of some songs that go with this chord progression, okay? The first one that comes to mind is there's a really, really popular song made by my homie Shrek, is the Hallelujah song. That's also in the key of C. I'm going to be playing out with my left hand, but you just worried about the right hand, okay? So when you see the notes down here, I'm just playing that just to get emphasis, but really focus on the right hand. So we see in the chorus of Hallelujah, it starts in F. Hallelujah. And it goes to the C. Hallelujah. To the F. Hallelujah. To the C. Hallelujah. To the G. Ooh. To the C. And then the whole song pretty much is those chords. Sing hallelujah. Okay? So I mean, there you go. That's pretty much one song. Another pretty popular song is an own hymnal called Amazing Grace, also in C. Amazing grace, and how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. See? So really, it's just getting comfortable and maybe moving these chords around, but really I'm only playing the 4 chords. What just changes is how they're arranged and what different times that I play in each chord. Okay, so really get comfortable playing those notes. Okay, and hopefully there's 2 songs there that you can think of that maybe you want to learn right now. And in the next video, I'll kind of go over really how I think of the best way to learn and pretty much any song. Okay, but this is a good basic just to kind of play the piano, play a couple chords, and maybe you can surprise a friend or family. Okay, so I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment. I really like to know some feedback, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.